Hi everyone, I'm back making a second mixed media piece. You see me make the first one in part one. This is part two. And oh, this one looks really splotchy, especially on camera. It looks like some spray paint on it. But I'm not too worried about it because I believe this will cover up most of it. I just have to go a little different way here. See, it's going to cover a lot of that up. I don't think it looks that bad because it's more of a border around there. And we're going to do this, another doily. I don't know if I want to do it this way, have it on the outside like that. The other one I had it between those, I didn't have it in the behind, I had it in front of this sheet. I'm auditioning here. See what we want to do. I thought the white was pretty, but I don't know. And the pink, I don't know. Want to see how I did this? I got an extra one here. Let me show you this real quick, how I put that on. I used the wax. On the other one I did Distress Oxide. This time I'm going to do this. This is what they call it, rose gold. I got a little bit of regular gold on my finger still, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference. We'll see. Well, I already did that anyway, so I'm just going to show you how I did it. I ended up finding out I like doing it with my finger only because I can actually feel the peaks of things. Where a brush, you know, it's kind of hit and miss. You don't know, you know what I mean? You can't feel it, basically. The main reason I did this, though, is so to make these details stand out. I mean, it's beautiful in person, you know, up close. But if you're standing at any bit of distance from it, I don't know if you would be able to see all these beautiful details. I just love this embossing folder. It's gorgeous. I'll show you what one it is here in just a moment. Anyway, I won't finish this because I already have one finished. But you get the idea. Just lightly rub my finger in the... Oh my goodness. What they call this? Luster wax. And I can finish that later if I need to. But that's enough for right now. I had to step away for a second. I need to wash my hands. See, much better. Still a little bit on there. I didn't want to get everything sparkly here or with the gold on it or the copper, whichever color you want to call it. Still trying to decide how I want to do this. This one I hadn't thought out 100%. I thought I would kind of layer these because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use. I thought, you know, I could layer these. I think that'd be neat. I don't know if I want that behind or in front. Well, let's just try this out. See what we think here. Let's see what you think, but you can't talk to me. I wish you could. All right. Now this one, I thought I would hang this over the edge like that. We're gonna make it a little three-dimensional yet. And then this one I thought, live a life you love. That was pretty. It's a nice little saying. That's in copper. So that's where I got the copper. And this is the only thing in gold. So, but it looks good together. You throw the butterfly over here. And then these flowers down here. I know it kind of looks busy. Alrighty, and I'm thinking out loud. Tuck this here. And it sounds like a weird little detail to be really fussing about, but it's busy. I want to cut some of the busyness down. I'm looking at this paper here, whether I definitely need it. I'm just trying to figure out how I want that to show up. I think I will put this down the bottom, but the other one I didn't, just because it gives it a little bit of color contrast here. So let's go for that. Let's just start doing it, and I can always tweak as I go if I change my mind on things. All right, I don't know. Let's see, this over here. So let's get this here down. See how we go. I don't know how far I'm going to bring that in. I'll figure it out as we go. I don't think I need the heavy gel medium for this. I think this time I think I used regular glue. I'm pretty sure I did. It'll work. Because there will be things adhered on top of it. So by the time yeah, I think it'll be fine. I'm overthinking again. In case you wonder where I got this squeegee, I got this at an actual art supply store. Well, I guess it's an art supply store. They sell a lot of different things, but it was an actual professional art department they have. You could probably get it anywhere. Anything squeegee. You could use a bone folder if you want. I like this because it has a little soft rubber to it. There we go. I think that will work. Alrighty. I think I'm going to jot this off to the edge a little more. Yeah. Alright, let's get it down. Let's get it down. Alright, back to our gel medium. I'm just taking a baby wipe and getting all this extra off. I'm sure I could have used what I had on there, but I just want to. I didn't want to have goobers in it. They were perfect, right? I didn't want any goobers in it. Alrighty. Let's keep putting this one down. And I probably, like I said before, I probably don't need gel medium. I probably could do this just with tacky glue. But it just seems like tacky glue will, I don't, seems wetter than this. Even though this is acrylic, so that it is water-based, but it doesn't seem to be so as wet. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't seem to buckle the paper as much. At least in my opinion. I could be wrong. You might have a totally different experience with it. It might depend on your climate and the time of year, you know, how humid it is outside. It has been really humid around here lately. Not so much today, but last couple of days. I feel like I was walking around in a sauna. I actually don't have air conditioning in my house, so it can feel like a sauna, depending on the time of year it is. But I am in Michigan, as you well know, and the part of Michigan I'm in doesn't usually get, yeah, I can get hot, but not like crazy hot it can in other places in the country, that's for sure. People down south would be like, oh man, that's like a relief. I'm gonna move this up here. But we had the long, cold winters. You know, you're gonna get one or the other. Hot summers or cold winters. Which one do you want? That's about what it's like. I've had them both. So, I guess it's easier to get warm than it is to cool off. I don't know. Depends on who you ask, I guess. All right. So far, so good. Now, let's see what we're going to do over here. Still haven't 100% decided if I want to use both of these. I don't know if that looks silly or not. For some reason I want to. On the other hand, I don't want to. I feel like that just really pops too much because of the whiteness. And I feel like the pink one, it gets lost. If that makes any sense to you. Maybe if I put more of that metallic-y stuff on it. Okay, but the white one's got more on it. I don't know. Or should I just go with what I was thinking about a little while ago? Like just use them both, kind of layer them. And then we're going to put the Live a Life You Love there. I still want to put this overlaying things like here. This butterfly, maybe the butterfly will time together so it doesn't look so in your face. And this needs some kind of physical flowers. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Oh, I know. A little earlier today I was thinking about doing that. Layering up that flower. The little, what do you call it? Die cut. Putting that on there like that. Instead of it just being two-dimensional, just kind of give this a little more life. No. No, that one won't work. That one won't work at all. I'm trying to see if I have anything smaller than that one. I don't think I do. I think that's the smallest one I have. Yeah. It's the only package I have like that. Well, this will be the one if I go with it. I don't want to cover that up. I think I'll put it off to the side like that. Okay, we're just going to do it. I'm not going to overthink it. I overthink just about everything, and I don't feel like overthinking. Okay, it's going to go down wherever it goes down. All right. I'm going to set that off the side, give it a chance to dry while I do the other parts. So I'm going to grab these and figure out what I want to do with them in a little bit. And then I'm going to stick this gold one down. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I was experimenting with the sprays. And I was going to, anyway, that was just too busy to see the detail. So I thought, oh, it looks better on just plain paper. So that's what I did. I went on plain paper. So this is what we're doing. And I didn't want to waste that piece of paper. So I thought, well, let me experiment with the copper. And I'm like, you know, that looks nice. It's just, this totally was just going to be scrap as I was experimenting. And it worked. Worked pretty well. I think it did. I don't think I'm going to use so much the glue on this one. I don't think I need to, because this stuff is sticky. And if it ends up in like 3-4 years, you know, I've heard people say, well, the adhesive, it turns yellow and it looks terrible later. Please see your paper. Well, anyway, point being, I guess if it looks ugly in a few years, good excuse to make a new project, isn't it? For your, because this is for my bedroom. I redecorated my bedroom. I painted the walls this color, kind of that color. And then, actually this room's that color too. And then a creamy color. This room's the same color as my bedroom only because I had paint left over. I didn't want to waste it. And the colors in here were atrocious. They were real masculine. The other people who live in the house. This is the husband's room. So anyway, it was masculine, and I didn't like it. It was okay for him. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't like it for me. While I'm getting ready to put this down, I'm going to go off topic just a tiny, tiny bit. Something I figured out a while back. You know when you fussy cut, and this, whatever scissors you use for fussy cutting is important. But do you know what scissors I find the best for fussy cutting? Hair scissors. These were the scissors that I used to, like I go for someone's house and cut their hair. Like, Aunt Lori, can you do me a favor and cut my hair or whatever? Family members or friends. This was my traveling scissors, just in case. They were cheap, so just in case I forgot and left them, I wouldn't have to worry about it. They weren't my expensive one, but my favorite pair are these ones. I know I didn't pay much for them at the time. I think these are like the cheapest ones. I think, and we're talking many, many years ago. So I paid like $12 for those. And these I probably paid about $15, $16 for. And I do have a nicer pair that I still use for hair. I do family hair. I don't do it for a living anymore. But I do have better hair scissors. So anyway, just want to point that out to you. They're great for doing fussy cutting because the blade is small enough you can get around. I got little hands. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but my hands are like the size of a 10-year-old's. So these scissors are small and light. And of course, from doing hair, I hold them like this from doing hair. So they're comfortable. Because I've used these for some, many, well, not a whole lot, well, a few years. I'll put it that way. Make myself sound really old. But anyway, just try them. If you can't find a good pair of scissors for fussy cutting, try a pair of scissors that are meant for cutting hair. You might like it. Now this side here, I'm going to set this aside just for a moment. This is bugging me. I think I need to put a little bit more of this wax on there. It's just really bugging me. So I might cut this part out because you might not want to watch this. Be kind of boring. But anyway, or you can speed through it if I decide to keep it in here. That helped it. I need to put some on this side too. All right. I decided if you noticed that, but I decided to take my finger and put it around the edge with the copper. I'm going to do the same thing here. I think it really helps. Just kind of outlines it. It's like, you know, inking up the edges. I think this kind of frames it and helps it out some. See how these different little pieces of color in there? That's all right because that was going to be scrap, but I said, oh, that looks better. I put a little bit more on that, and I think that looks much better. It just needed it. It just needed more. Okay. I like the way that got that little extra there. How about do that here? Oh, it's one of those things I could just be picky all day on. Okay, good enough. All right. I'll be right back. I need to wash my hands again. All right, so now we are going on to the next step here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put tape on the back of that. So, and I gotta figure out how I want double layer here, single layer there. So let me figure that out. So I think I want the cream on the white side, or yeah, the cream color on the right side. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna need to put probably double layer this thick. Yeah, so that'll match up with this. Okay, or I could probably, yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, so now I need, this side I need double layer on. Okay, just making sure. Double layer because this is already raised. I mean, that would bring it up to the same level, but I want this a little higher, I think. I think just be a little bit more interest. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Now if I can get this lined up on here. Not too bad. Okay. And then one layer here. Yeah, that's that. So we're gonna cut it there. Close enough. Yeah, that's gonna be my height that I want. And then I'm gonna put single layer. I think I'm gonna on this bottom edge here. I have another roll here. Huh, looks like this roll here is a little wider. Yeah, and then I think I need a double, like half thick piece. I'll mark it there as a halfway mark. just one layer here. I guess I could have put a piece all the way across. That's a good time to think of that. It don't matter. That gives me my height that I want. But I need to do something here in the, I guess I'm going halfway. Which is okay. So put one layer. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I didn't think this all the way through. I designed it before I got on, you know, had a preliminary design in my head before I got on take film here, because I didn't want you guys to see my, but I don't want you to see my thought process. I thought it'd be boring to watch me go through my thought processing prep for this video and that. So I just thought, you know, I'll cut all that out. I just want to be a little more prepared for you. So anyway, but figuring out the exact mechanics. Well, now you're seeing my thought process, I guess. This is part of the, you know, I guess if I came on here and told you do A, B, C, D, it wouldn't be that much fun. I'd be like, okay, just give me a bunch of instructions. You know, there's some thought to it. Okay. So I'm going to put that, something like that. We're still going to put this here. Then I'm going to want to put that there. So I'm going to need a double layer on that side, but I'll worry about that when I get there. I'm just trying to figure this out. My first thing is right now I got to figure out where to place these. I can worry about that stuff in a minute. So do I want this like totally centered? Then you still have a little bit of this plaid border. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I'm just looking at this. I'm kind of lining up with that square. Okay. All right, so let's get the adhesive off. Oh my goodness, I have this tool here. This will make it 100% easier. Yeah, I'm all off. Now I think about it after I don't know. Yeah, we decided to line that up. Those little squares. It's down now. Point of no return. I got this tool here. You think I would remember to use it? No. That'd be too easy, huh? Okay. I think I'm off. I think this needs to be, oh boy. I think I messed up my plans. Oh well, maybe this is going to be a happy accident. What do you think? I think that'll work. I still think that will work. Okay. So we're going to do a double layer back here. I'll put a little of this on there just to be on the safe side. See, I don't know if you can see the dimensions to that. There. This will go here. I wonder if I should put some of this behind it. It'll show up white, but I don't know if that will hurt. Try it, see what it looks like. Just a little bit. You can't really tell it's there. Oh yeah, that helps it. And then I'll, yeah, okay. And live a life you love. I just think that's an awesome saying. And I thought this key would be cute. My love key. I have a whole jar of these. I don't know. Let me see. First I was going to put it on the side like that. I still could. Let's see how I decide I want to do these flowers. What about these pieces? I'm not going to do them yet until I figure this out. So, I was thinking this one on the bottom. Is that too much on the right? I mean left. Oh goodness, I don't know my left and my right tonight. I think I'd want that right smack in the center. Maybe. It's too top heavy. Off at an angle. I was originally thinking about putting this off at an angle. Not too much angle, because the butterfly's angle. Oh yeah, we still have this one. Bring this down here. Slip it off a little. And have this key here. What do y'all think? Do you think that looks balanced? I think it kind of does, actually. I think that's what I want to go with. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of double-sided tape on this side here. Or this foam tape, I should say. Gonna go where it's gonna go. I wonder if I should put a little bit of this on there, edges. I don't know. Let me see. Regret that or not. I don't think it needs it. Okay. I just barely put it in there, so no one's gonna see it. I just don't think it needs it. I think it's a little much. Okay. Just had an experiment. Alrighty, so this that's going there. It made its mind up. I'm putting this flower on now because I don't want to really cover that writing up. At least not too much, a little bit, it's okay. I think I'll scooch this here. More matte medium. Put about that much on. Bring this down here. Put that in there like that. Need a little bit of matte medium underneath this L here. Place that down yet, or this down yet. But I meant to put some of that copper around the edges like the other one. So let me do that now before I get any further with that. The nice thing I noticed about this, like that brush has been sitting there for a few minutes with this wax. It'll dry, but I'll be able to get it clean because it's not like paint. It's a wax. And it smells like oranges. It's got a nice smell to it. But don't go sniffing it because there's like warnings on the side of the jar. So it don't look like it's something you should be smelling. Maybe a little bit like I am right now, but I mean to like stick my nose in there and breathe it in deep. I don't think it's wise. It smells like oranges. I believe it's beeswax and some kind of orange zest. I'm not sure what the orange is for. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did the other one. Just bring this over the edge. These are fun, these waxes. And if you like anything metallic at all, it just gives your projects a nice finished look. I know I've said that before, but I really think that they're really nice. They're nice junk journaling. I can see doing a junk journal. I'm running this on this edge of every page, just like as much as I'm doing like this. It'd be nice, like for a Bible journal. I'm not super religious, but I have faith. So, but my point is, or if you know, if you don't want to use a Bible, do a Bible journal. You can like a gratitude journal, something along those lines, something that's special, maybe close to your heart. Do this around the edges just to give it that little important feeling. I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, my Bible had gold leafing all around the edges. It just like made the Bible feel special, more special than a normal book is what I'm trying to say. So if you have a special journal that means something to you, maybe you're going through something emotional. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But maybe just, you might not do it for every journal, but something that's really special and close to your heart. I think it would be really nice to do the gilding. I'm calling it gilding. I'm sorry if I'm getting off frame there a few times. I apologize. I know I'm doing these little touches back here. No one's ever going to see that but me. I would know it's there. I don't know if you're like that at all. It doesn't matter if anybody else can see it. I know it's there or not there. I think that makes it nice. I feel like that doily needs something. I'm almost afraid to do anything to it. Maybe just a little bit around these edges. Like people ink edges all the time. So I'm going to gild this edge just a little bit. Just a little. And if I don't like it, oh well, too bad, so sad for me. I don't know if you can see it, but it did just a tiny bit for it. Just a little bit. Actually, I was like, no, it looks dirty, but now they're putting a little more on it. It's actually looking a little better. Okay, enough of that. All right. Okay, heard that down, heard that down. I got the butterfly and the key. Do we need the key? I kind of like the key. I like it. I'm going for it. Okay. And for this one, I'm going to use that heavy gel for on this piece of wood. Because it's wood. It's not oh, the heavy cardstock, or what do you want to call it? Chipboard. This is real wood. So I think it needs a little extra. Now the other probably would have been fine, but I just want to make sure. It's not gonna hurt. Be next to thorough. I think I want the butterfly to go right there. At least that's where he's going now, or she's going. That butterfly is gold, and the rest of this is copper. But it doesn't stand out like, oh, this is gold, and everything else is a different color. It doesn't pop out like that to me, so we're going for that. And then this key, it definitely needs this heavy gel medium. I don't know if you've ever put anything like this heavy down on a project, a mixed media project before. I don't know if you've ever even done one before. But you really need something strong to hold, because it's metal. It's got some weight to it. It's not like super heavy, but it does have some weight to it. So it definitely needs this heavy gel medium on it. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this exactly. I don't need to. It'll dry clear, but I don't want that goopy goop there. Anyways. I think I'll just get my hand in that. I think I'll just put that right. I'm going to leave it right on the pink part. All right. That's the end of our second mixed media project. I know they're both very similar to, same concept, almost the same supplies, a little bit of difference, of course. But two different takes. I mean, they're both weighing the same, both with the top left heavy. One's for my sister, one's for myself. I was going to make them like be opposite twinsies, with the other one, like they could be on the same wall, but I'm actually giving it to her. My eye always for me personally, my eye always goes the top down, and I go from left to right because I read from left to right. So it just feels more comfortable to me. So here's our projects. Let me see if I can get them both into frame here. All right. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd like to see more mixed media. I mean, I can go into a lot more detail, like how to do different backgrounds. This is a really simple background, no stenciling or anything like that. But sometimes I use stencil and I use, oh gosh, what the heck's that stuff called? You put through a stencil, it's, oh my, molding paste. Sometimes you use molding paste or color the molding paste. I do all kinds of things. But this background left simple because all this is busy. These both are kind of busy, but my sister and I were both girly girls. I'll just be honest. We like the frilly stuff and sparkly stuff. I mean, not overdone, but we do like our sparkles and glitter and things like that. So for her and I, these aren't really, they're busy, but they're not like over the top busy. And they're kind of shabby chic-ish. I think my aesthetic, I don't really know if I have a name for my aesthetic. You're going to discover it with me through these. But I want to call it granny chic, but more like shabby granny chic. I don't know. We'll see. I like things from the 40s, 30s, and 40s. Some of the designs, some of the fabric from then. It reminds me of my mom and my grandma. I'll probably go into more stories about that. I do have a project that I want to make that they both made, these pincushion chairs that they made during the Depression to sell, to earn money for food. My mom and grandma would sell them so she could get groceries for her kids. But anyway, that's a whole story and a whole project that I'd love to share with you, but I don't know if that's something you'd all be interested in because it's not really junk journaling and it's not really mixed media. But it's a project that's special. It's always been a project that I've always wanted to do. Just remember my mom and my grandma. But anyway, I'd like to make it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And again, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again. Bye.